There was once a young man who lived his life in constant motion. Every morning, his alarm rang before the sun even rose. He would jump out of bed, rush through his prayers, skip breakfast, and hurry out the door. His life was all about speed, speed to work, speed to success, speed to prove that he was doing something great with his life. He used to say, "I'll rest when I achieve my dreams. I'll slow down when I've made it." But the truth was, the faster he ran, the emptier he felt inside. Every night, when he came home, he felt tired, not just physically, but deep within his soul. His heart was exhausted from chasing so many things at once. But still, he pushed harder. He thought slowing down meant being lazy. He thought rest meant weakness. Then one evening, something happened that changed everything. It was raining lightly. He was walking home after a long, stressful day, his mind filled with thoughts of what he still hadn't achieved. His phone buzzed with messages and reminders, people asking for things, deadlines waiting to be met. As he hurried along the road, trying to get home before the storm got heavier, he noticed something by the roadside, a small movement, a faint sound. He stopped for a moment and looked closer. There, lying on the ground, was a sick dog. Its fur was wet and muddy. Its ribs were showing through its thin body. Its eyes looked tired, not just from sickness, but from being ignored by the world. People were passing by, umbrellas in hand, pretending not to see it. The man's first thought was, "I don't have time for this. I'm tired. I just want to get home." But then something inside him whispered, "Slow down." He hesitated. For the first time in a long while, he didn't listen to his busy thoughts. He knelt down beside the dog. It tried to lift its head but couldn't. Its breathing was weak. And in that moment, he felt something stir inside his heart, compassion, the kind he hadn't felt in a long time. He gently picked the dog up. It was light, almost weightless. As he carried it home, the rain poured harder, but he didn't care. For once, he wasn't in a hurry. When he reached home, he cleaned the dog, gave it water, and placed it on a soft towel. He didn't know what to do exactly, he wasn't a vet, but he did his best. That night, instead of scrolling through his phone or planning the next day, he sat beside the dog quietly. He watched it breathe. He prayed silently for it. Days passed. The dog was still weak, but it started to eat little by little. Sometimes it would look at him with tired eyes, and he could feel gratitude in them. The man started to notice how his evenings felt different now. There was peace in his home, peace in his heart. He began to slow down in other areas of his life too. He stopped rushing through meals. He started enjoying morning walks instead of running to the bus stop. He began to talk to people with more patience. Really listening instead of replying quickly. Weeks turned into months, and the dog grew stronger. Its fur began to shine again, its tail wagged when it saw him, and it followed him everywhere he went. One morning, the man sat on his porch with a cup of tea in his hand, the dog lying beside him, watching the sunrise. It was quiet. Peaceful. And he suddenly realized something that brought tears to his eyes. He whispered, "If I had kept rushing that day, I would have missed this." He would have missed the lesson. The love. The quiet miracle of healing, not just for the dog, but for himself. He realized that in his hurry to reach somewhere, he had been missing life itself. The laughter of people around him, the beauty of the sky, the joy of being alive, he had been too fast to see them. The dog had no job, no goals, no race to win. Yet, every day, it woke up, wagged its tail, and enjoyed each moment. And in that simplicity, the man found wisdom. Life is not about speed, it's about presence. He began to see that rushing doesn't make life more meaningful. It only makes it shorter, not in days, but in experience. You can live 50 years, but if you're always in a hurry, you might only feel a few of them. Sometimes, God sends small, quiet lessons wrapped in unexpected places, like a sick dog on a rainy day, just to slow you down and remind you what truly matters. If you're listening to this right now, maybe this is your reminder too. Stop rushing. Stop comparing your journey to others. Stop thinking you're behind. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be for God to do something new in your life. The flower doesn't rush to bloom, yet it becomes beautiful in its season. The river doesn't rush to reach the ocean, yet it flows gracefully until it gets there. Even the sun rises slowly, spreading light little by little until the world is bright. So why are you hurrying, my friend? Sometimes the greatest things you'll ever experience won't come from your speed, but from your stillness. The more you slow down, the more you begin to see love, peace, joy, and even purpose. The man who once rushed through life now takes long walks with his dog every evening. He watches the sunset without checking the time. He listens to the wind. He smiles more, worries less, and lives fully in each moment. And whenever he sees someone hurrying past him, he smiles quietly and says, "I used to live like that." He looks down at his dog, now strong and happy, and remembers the day it all changed, the day he stopped running and started living. Maybe today, that can be you too. Maybe it's time to stop being in a hurry and start trusting the timing of your life. Because when you slow down, you make space for miracles. So breathe deeply. Walk gently. And remember, life isn't a race to the finish line. It's a gift meant to be unwrapped slowly, one beautiful moment at a time. If this story touched your heart today, take a moment to pause and reflect. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Scripture Seeds, a channel where every story reminds you to live with peace, faith, and purpose. Let this be your moment to slow down and let God plant something beautiful in your heart.